Good morning, children. A warm welcome to the IT class. Do you know the full form of IT, children? Yes, you are right. IT means information technology. It deals with the science of computers. In this subject, we are going to learn how to be skilled in computers and technology. Today, we are going to study algorithms and flowcharts. Children, have you all ever made a sandwich? If you have, you must be aware that making sandwiches involves certain steps. These are the steps. Step 1. Take 2 slices of bread. Step 2. Spread chutney on the first slice. Step 3. Smear butter on the other slice. Step 4. Put cheese and 2 slices of tomato on the first slice. Step 5. Place the other slice on top. The sandwich is ready. So, what did we learn from this? We learnt that if any task is broken into orderly steps, it can be completed very easily. In our daily lives, we perform many tasks such as getting ready for school, traveling, cooking, etc. If you notice, most of these activities are done in steps. All these are examples of what we call as algorithm. An algorithm is a set of steps to solve a problem or complete a task. Each step performs a particular action. Following these steps or instructions helps in completing the task. Characteristics of algorithm. An ideal algorithm has the following characteristics. Input. An algorithm can take in 0 or more quantities as input. Output. An algorithm produces at least one result. Definiteness. Each instruction in the algorithm should be clear and easy to understand. Finiteness. An algorithm should have a finite number of instructions to complete the task. Uniqueness. Each instruction, when executed, should produce a unique result that depends on the input and the previous steps. As we saw in the process of sandwich making, taking slices of bread, chutney, butter, cheese, tomato was all input. The sandwich was the output. Each step in that recipe was clear and easy to understand, that is definiteness. There were a finite, that is countable number of instructions to complete the task, that is finiteness. And when each instruction was executed, a unique result was produced, that is uniqueness. Uses of algorithms. Algorithms are very useful to programmers. Before writing a computer program to solve a problem or do a particular task, a programmer writes the steps for the same. If the algorithm is written first, writing the computer program becomes easy. We use algorithms in our daily lives too. For example, a recipe is a type of algorithm. It tells us the steps to make a dish. Writing an algorithm. Let us learn to write algorithms with the help of a few examples. Example 1. Making an omelette. Here is an algorithm to make an omelette. Break eggs into a small bowl. Whisk the eggs with a fork. Add salt, pepper and seasoning. Heat a spoon of oil in a pan. Pour the eggs into the pan. After 30 seconds, flip it over and cook for 30 seconds. Serve the omelette on a plate. Example 2. Calculating the area of a rectangle. Read the length of the rectangle. Read the breadth of the rectangle. Use the formula area is equal to length into breadth. Display the area. Example 3. Calculating the average marks scored by a student in an exam. Read the marks scored in English. Read the marks scored in maths. Read the marks scored in science. Read the marks scored in social studies. Read the marks scored in Hindi. Total score is equal to English plus maths plus science plus social studies plus Hindi scores. Average score is equal to total score divided by 5. Display the average score. Extra touch algorithm. You must have used Google Maps on your mobile phone for driving directions and maps. Google Maps is an effective route planner. Not only does it show you the exact route to reach the destination, but also gives you the shortest way to reach it. Google Maps uses the Dijkstra-Touch algorithm to find the shortest route to reach a destination. This algorithm was written by computer scientist Edsger W. Dijkstra-Touch in 1956 and has been used by Google since 2006. I hope you all have understood what is algorithm. In the next session, we will be studying about flowchart. Thank you.